How you doing? We're not too early, are we?
Are you kidding? We got a baby in the house.
Right.
Frisco's on a special assignment in this neighborhood, and I am tagging along because we wanted to come by and tell you that we're going to be staying at Duke's penthouse.
Whoa.
Can you believe that?
Well, from the brownstone to the penthouse. That's a jump.
It sure is. Is Tanya here? I want to tell her.
Yeah, she's upstairs with the baby.
Okay. Excuse me?
Oh, yeah? Hey, I hear the penthouse is pretty luxurious.
Yeah. Could be too rich for our blood, Tony.
Felicia's up, you're down. What's the problem?
You know, that place could prove to be a depressing place to live.
Why?
Duke's in big trouble, Tony.
How come?
He could be locked up for a long time. Which means who knows what the hell's gonna happen to his future with Anna.
How's she taking it?
It's the good part. She doesn't know about it. Only Robert knows.
Give me...
Why didn't you wake me up? That's the time. Where's Robin?
Philomena's taken her to school for the half-day session.
Oh, I've got to get over to the hospital and meet with Duke. He's meeting with Mr. Lombardi, the assistant DA today, and Jake. He's going to turn state's evidence. Things are really looking up.
Look, I want you to take a few minutes to talk to me,
Where are my
please.
keys? I've got to have my keys to the car.
Look, Anna, I've got something I want to say to you.
Get over there now.
Anna!
Bye-bye.
Morning, Duke.
Morning, Mr. Lavery.
How you feeling this
Morning.
morning? Well, finish up all these tapes? Great.
Jake.
Must be an awful lot of information on the mob on these things, huh?
There's nothing.
What do you mean, is this broken?
No. Gentlemen, I'm not turning state's evidence.
At least give me a reason why you're not going to turn state's evidence.
I can't give you a reason.
So this was a wild goose chase. You are definitely not going to turn state's evidence?
No, I am not, Mr. Lombardi. I intend to plead not guilty to the charges, but I have no confession to make, none at all.
Duke, do you know what you're doing to yourself?
I don't need to waste any more of my time.
No, come on, wait. Wait, Lombardi, wait a minute. I want an answer, Duke.
Yes, I know.
And you're willing to spend the rest of your life in jail?
Oh, that is not the point. I have made up my mind.
I think this was a hoax right from the beginning.
Come on, Lombardi, how can you say that?
Maybe he's trying to make fools of us.
No.
Or maybe he's trying to give his old friends in the mob some time to work on their alibis.
Come on, you're stretching it, Lombardi, and you know it. Listen to me, Duke.
We have said enough.
No, we haven't said enough. Do you know that Lombardi and I have the judge waiting right now to give him these tapes and the information that's supposed to be on it? Do you know what's going to happen if he doesn't get this? He's going to give the DA permission to throw the book at you.
That's an understatement.
Does Anna know about this?
Anna,
What's the matter?
before you go in there,
Yeah, well, I want to go in there. He's with the assistant DA.
I want to prepare you for something first.
No. What's going on? What's wrong? What's the matter?
Anna, I'm not turning state's evidence.
What? Why not?
Ask him.
Our futures depend on this. Come on, this can't be true.
It is true, Anna. I'm not turning state's evidence, and my decision is final.
I don't believe this.
Yes, it is a bit difficult to believe, isn't it? You've been trying to talk some sense into him.
Didn't you talk to Anna?
Well, this is the first moment I've had with her when she hasn't been on the run.
What is going on? Will you tell me about this?
If there's an explanation, I'd like to hear it too.
A note was delivered to me. A threat was made to me, and to you, and to Robin.
But there's all kinds of sick cranks out there.
Anna, stop it.
No, I won't stop
Listen.
it.
Will you listen
You're
to the man?
You're the chief of police. You understand the mob activities and mob loyalties. If one mob is stamped out, it's quite possible that the others will take revenge on anybody who talks.
I know, but we've caught all the men from Sister Island.
There's been one attempt on Duke's life already.
Listen to the man.
I apprehended a hitman right here in this hospital room.
We should have been told about that. Why wasn't I told?
You're serious?
There was a hitman in this hospital?
Yes, he's been nailed. I have arranged for additional protection.
I should have been told about this.
Well, now at least I understand your fears.
For Anna and Robin. Those are the only fears that count.
I want to speak to Duke alone, please.
Anna?
Yes, please. I want you all to wait outside in the corridor. Please. I knew something was wrong yesterday. Why didn't you tell me?
I wanted to. I tried.
You should have told me.
You've been through so much. So much grief, along with the danger, and it's all been because of me.
That's not true. It's not true at all. We're in this together. We take the bad times with the good. That's what love with commitment is all about. I just don't understand why you told Robert and you didn't tell me.
I couldn't have avoided telling him. He caught the man who was sent here to kill me.
He should have told me about that.
If I were him, I wouldn't have told you.
All right. All right, that's one thing. It's something else when you're not going to turn state's evidence. Now, I'm not going to let you sacrifice yourself just to protect me and Robin. I couldn't live with that.
Yes, you could. When it comes to Robin, yes, you could. I've got to think about Robin first.
You know, I mean, if he caught the hitman, perhaps that's it. Perhaps you're safe now.
Oh, Anna. It's strange. How many times I told you the opposite. But now I have to tell you to think with your head and not with your heart. You know I'm in danger. And you know that you and Robin are targets too.
Right. There's only one way we can play this. You turn state's evidence under the witness protection program.
No.
Yes, that way we'll all be safe.
No, I won't allow that. I will not permit it. You would drastically have to change your lives. I won't allow you to put Robin through that.
All right, then. I'll send Robin off to Australia with Holly and Robert.
Do you think I'd make you
That's what I'm going to do.
Sacrifice? No, Anna.
Robert, will you come in here, please?
What is it?
I want to speak to you. I want to tell you about this plan.
Don't listen to her, Robert.
Would you take Robin for a while in Australia with you and Holly?
I will not let you and Robin be separated, Anna.
Really?
I can see what you're doing.
Good.
No, it isn't. The next few years are very important for Robin.
Much
And
as
she has to spend them with her mother.
Much as I want my daughter, I have to agree with Duke.
And there's more to it. Are you prepared to go into hiding?
Yes.
For God knows how many years?
Yes.
And to be on guard for goodness knows how long?
Yes.
Oh, well, wait a minute. This is absurd. I mean, Lord knows I care for my daughter, but I'm not about to have her mother live like a hermit.
I'm a cop. I'm used to being on guard.
It's no good.
He's right.
Stop ganging up on me, both of you.
Why don't you think ahead?
Yes. Please, think
I'm
ahead.
thinking ahead. I'm in love with this man and I want to marry him.
Oh, look, I've just realized as Jake is waiting to go and see the judge.
Well, we have to speak to him. We've got to stall him until I can talk some sense into Duke.
Excuse me, it's time for Mr. Lavery's medication. Visitors will have to leave.
Okay, Anna, I'll find an empty room and we can continue this little chat.
I'm not going to let you sacrifice yourself. I don't understand why you didn't tell me about the attempt on Duke's life.
I didn't want anything to interfere with his taking a first step.
The mob's influence certainly travels all over the world, doesn't it?
That's true. And more often than not, they fight amongst themselves. But when threatened, they can pull together.
What are we going to do? I'm not going to let Duke sacrifice himself and go to prison for the rest of his life.
Well, right at the moment, I don't see any way of stopping it.
Yes, you do. You know very well as I do that Duke holds it in his power right now to break the mob. Now, it is conceivable that with that evidence he has, it might make it impossible for any other major criminals to infiltrate Port Charles in the future.
Conceivable, but no certainty.
No certainty. We've got to make the chance. We've got to take it for Port Charles.
Perhaps, but I don't like the risks that you two want to take.
Look, folks, I have to see the judge in a little while.
Can you get an extension for Duke?
I don't know.
It's very important. We have to get him to reconsider.
I know it's important, Anna. But I don't know if the judge is going to go for it.
Look, tell the judge what's going on here. Tell him the only reason that Duke has pulled back is because of the apparent threat to Anna and Robin.
Yeah, and tell him about the close call he had with the hitman in his hospital room.
I will present all that to him.
I'll go with you.
Oh, good. That'll help.
You know one other thing you can tell him? You tell him the good that Duke has brought to Port Charles. That should be enough.
This judge is a by-the-book man. He's not going to take kindly to the fact that Duke changed his mind, and we can't give him any guarantees that we're going to talk him out of it.
Well, he shouldn't be looking at the guarantees. I mean, what's a day or two?
I'm going to come with you.
Bad idea.
Why?
Well, you should be working on Duke.
Yeah, that's true.
It's in the hands of the gods now, Anna.
Well, I know one thing that isn't.
What's that?
That if Duke goes to prison for several years, it's going to kill him. Now, that is one guarantee you can give your judge.
All right.
And it might kill me, too. How's he doing, Ken?
He seems to be making excellent progress.
Good.
I do get the feeling that you're overdoing it a bit, though. Am I right?
Perhaps I'm too little sleep. I have a lot in my mind.
Far too much.
All right. I'm a little tired.
Okay.
Is that to make me sleep, yeah?
Yeah, you'll doze off in a few minutes.
I don't know if I want to sleep. These moments with Anna are very precious.
Well, how about taking a broader view of it, like getting stronger?
Mm-hmm. That's what we all want.
Okay, finished, Tony? Okay. So we'll check in later on you.
Thanks,
You
Tony.
take care, okay?
Thanks, Jack.
Yeah.
Bye.
You're welcome.
Stay here. You fall asleep. And if I can get away with it, I'm going to stay here while you are asleep. I just want to be with you.
After I'm asleep, waste no more time with me.
You won't have any say in that, because you'll be asleep.
I'm talking about the broader sense, as Tony suggested. Waste no more of your life on me.
Shh, don't talk like that.
Anna, I have no future.
Yes, you do. You have a future with me and with Robin. And it's a wonderful one.
You are a dreamer.
No. I'm a woman in love with a fine man. And whatever happens, we're going to spend the rest of our lives together.
I wouldn't do that to you or to Robin.
Get some rest now. Go on.
It's no good, Anna.
Yes, it is. I'm not going to let you sacrifice yourself. You understand that?
I don't think of it like that.
Well, I do.
In time you'll forget.
No, I won't. Never.
I should never have allowed myself to think we'd have a future together. What a fool I was.
Then we're both fools. And we deserve each other. See, that's all I want. A little smile. I just want to make you happy. To think about you. To dream about you. See how happy you make me?
I know I've painted a bleak picture of what Port Charles would be like. But if the mob had taken over as planned, that bleak picture would have been accurate.
Mob would have permeated the legal system as well, Your Honor, according to the master plan.
Mr. Scorpio?
Could have been a disaster, Your Honor.
If we don't stop the mob now, Your Honor, there's going to be a new wave ready to come in and take over.
And they can do the same thing in many other parts of the country.
Well, I agree with you, gentlemen, that Duke Lavery's let us down.
Well, not quite. That's why we're here.
Well, without turning state's evidence, that mob will be on the rise again.
Look, Your Honor, this is no whim of Duke Lavery's. He faces a real dilemma here. A child and a woman that he loves deeply is in danger if he does turn state's evidence. I might add that the woman he's protecting is the police chief of Port Charles.
He's received a threat?
Yes, he has.
Well, a threat is different than reality. But the mob is a reality. Duke Lavery is preventing us from seeing that justice is done.
I've got a differ here, Your Honor. The threat is reality.
Only a few days ago, a hitman got past the police guards and was seconds from taking Lavery out until I stopped him. Now, that's the proof of reality. The man has placed his life on the line by going up against the mob.
One more thing, Your Honor. Duke Lavery did, some months ago, try to expose the mob. Fortunately, he fell into the trap of handing over all his evidence to Bert Ramsey, not knowing, of course, that Bert Ramsey was one of the chief leaders of the mob.
I agree with Jake and Robert, Your Honor.
I don't like being held up like this by Duke Lavery. He's adamant at this moment about turning state's evidence?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm afraid he is.
Then what good would a stay be?
Well, let's give him a little more time to consider the alternative.
And it would give us time to work on it.
In the final analysis, it's all going to depend on Anna Devane.
Does Mr. Laver know the consequences of not turning state's evidence?
Yes.
All right. I'll give him a little more time.
Great.
But get word to him that if he doesn't turn state's evidence, he'll not only be in prison, but he'll be in prison for a very, very long time. Hmm?
We always had strings of popcorn on our Christmas tree when I was a child growing up. My aunt and uncle, but we didn't have an awful lot of money, you see.
Oh, I see. So, you use the popcorn for food after Christmas is over, right?
Well, no, the popcorn would have been rather stale by then. We weren't that hard up.
Do you like this decoration, Mommy?
Yes, it's lovely, sweetheart.
Are you worried about something, Mommy?
Well, there's always little things to worry about, darling. You know that.
Well, I'm talking about something big.
No. As far as the big picture is concerned, everything is perfect. Besides, you've got your father here for Christmas. That's wonderful, isn't it?
Yes, isn't that great that Daddy gets to stay here for Christmas?
Mm-hmm. And now Holly arranged that, your Auntie Holly, so you ought to write her a thank you note.
I will. Christmas is not going to be so fun for Uncle Duke, because he's in the hospital, right?
Well, we'll make it fun for him. We'll take lots of presents and lots of decorations, and we'll even sing him Christmas carols.
Oh, everything looks pretty comfortable in here. What?
Hi.
And popcorn.
Help yourself. I'll make more later.
Listen, darling, do you want to show your daddy your report card?
It's someplace in my room, so I'll go get it.
Okay.
Okay. What did the judge say?
He's going to give Duke a bit more time to make up his mind. Did you have a chat with him after we left?
Well, not much of one, really. Tony gave him a sedative.
Poor guy's getting it from both ends.
It's awful.
Did you get anywhere with him?
No.
Judge said if he doesn't turn state's evidence, he's going to put him down for a long, long time.
Robert.
What?
You didn't persuade him not to turn state's evidence, did
Are
you?
you kidding? This is his own idea.
It's just that I spoke to him about the witness protection program, and he really wouldn't listen to it.
Of course.
Well, why of course? It is our last resort.
Hannah, have you really thought all this through?
Yes, I have. We'll get new identities and we'll go out of the country. No one will know who we are.
No good. I'm sorry. No good.
It's our last resort.
Listen, I would never be able to see my daughter again.
No. It'll only be for a short period of time.
No. It doesn't work that way. Listen, Duke would be in danger once they found out his new identity and his whereabouts. So would you. So would Robin. Now, she went too many years without an identity. All that time that you had to keep her in hiding. Those days are over. I won't allow it.
I know, you're right.
And look, I don't like talking this way, because I owe the guy so much.
Well, then we have got to think of something else, because it's going to kill him going to prison.
I found it.
Hi,
Well.
darling. Let's have a look at it.
Yeah.
Mind the popcorn strings?
Right, what have we got here? We've got an A in spelling. You must have inherited that from your mother. I can't spell my own name.
Oh, not too bad in arithmetic either.
Hey, look at this, Anna. Have you had a look? A's, B's, B pluses. Oh, you're doing pretty good.
Everything's nifty until you get down to the deportment.
C plus.
It's not rotten. It's just sort of in the middle.
You know, except for the spelling, you're Daddy's girl.
Oh, this is going to be the quickest bath in
No, not just in and out. I want you to scrub as well.
Come on. In there. You're, angry at me for not agreeing to the witness protection program, aren't you?
I know you love Robin. You want the best for her, but I want a life of my own.
I know.
And I want that life with my child and with the man that I love. I'm sorry. Tree looks nice.
Thanks. Look, you deserve the life that you want.
Something's got to be done, Robert.
I agree. But I won't have Duke sacrificed. I admire the man too much for that.
Then what? What are we going to do?
The trouble is, you see, I happen to agree with him on this one so far.
See, I don't understand that at all.
Look, I'm not about to agree to any plan that's going to put you or Robin in any more danger. And like Duke, I won't have Robin smothered by a life of hiding and being on the run. I mean, she needs more, and she...
I know.
It's a terrible situation.
Prison's gonna kill Duke. And I can't sit by and watch the man I love get killed.
A safe and happy Christmas to you and your loved ones, as long as you keep your mouth shut.